Hello and welcome back to my GTNH playthrough. It is Tuesday, August 11th, and we're over here on Horus. I was just checking out my Dyson swarms to see if they were still producing power. I did not realize I had run out of Dyson swarms. Apparently the autocraft over here wasn't working, or well, it says it's maintained. I've had this happen a bunch lately, and I don't know. I know this one works because I've been watching it try to craft all day, but I think there's we've been having weird level maintainer issues, not even just with this one. But anyways, I got some crafting. Obviously, these two for power-wise are a lot less than even my kind of weak antimatter. But I wanted to check it out because basically I was doing fine with power all day, and then suddenly it took a nosedive. And I am using a lot more power, which we'll go into here in a little bit. But I've been using more power all day. It's weird that in the last couple hours it's suddenly like really dove down. But yeah, these guys, aside from being low on swarms in the network, they actually have quite a bit still left in here because it's not perfect, but this was close to the max of what they could do anyway. So yeah, those should be getting better here in a second. If we hop back to the desert base, actually, we'll go here first. I did set up for craft, or set up my second iHarmony. Now at the moment, it's nothing like exciting. I just kind of threw it out in the desert. Now it can be in the rain, so I technically could have thrown it anywhere, but oh, you know what? I just realized I forgot. So I didn't play a lot this weekend. I literally got to crafting this, and then a little after I crafted this, for some reason the Java seemingly corrupted on my main computer. Like I was constantly having this like access violation error. Then I had to reload my instance and stuff. Like basically I was like troubleshooting, and I forgot to move all my journey map files over. So all my maps are screwy at the moment on this particular instance. So yeah, you can see literally all I did over here is this. And on this instance, I've flown around over here a few times over, but that's funny. You can tell I haven't even like checked it all out because some of this is still black, but aside the point, so before I did that, I did get this set up. I did go with throwing Mars in here. And then one of the things I discovered this morning, which is why I am using more power, but it was at like 5 this morning, so it's again weird that it took the downturn now, is that you can do program circuits in here. The program circuits basically work as overclock. You essentially speed up the machine. So like now this is 8,000 seconds. So it is a fair amount faster because this was at 17,000 seconds when I first set it up. And if we hop back to the main one real quick, or at least the original one that's still on a tier 1, this guy is also substantially faster because this was 16,000 seconds, or no, 18,000, excuse me, or something like that. Yeah, somewhere in that line. Basically, it was 5 hours. Now it's less than an hour. For this guy out here in the desert, we hop back over. The only thing that's really different about this one, setting up this one versus the other one, is the cell partition size on these guys, which in this case for this particular recipe are 3 million. So honestly, you just have to look at the NEI, see what partitions or what amount needed perfectly. The other thing I did to help speed this one up, just because I was sitting here waiting to see if it would work, is I added a second in and out port. That way it doesn't just slowly pull the 3 billion hydrogen then the 3 billion helium. It'll do both at the same time to the best of its ability now. And otherwise everything else is the same. Got an activity detector that controls this redstone, and then all the Ender IO conduit have the redstone mode on it, representing what it needs, and just some storage buses. This guy outputs to the ore dictionary network, or not ore dictionary, ore processing network, so it all gets stored in the digital singularities and doesn't flood up the base. And simple as that. Now, because this has been running all day, I got a fair amount more white dwarf matter. I was looking at recipes. I think I'm going to skip tier 3. Now I feel a lot more confident about it, and just go right to tier 4. And the little bit I was able to play today was basically messing around with being able to get to the point of being able to craft these guys, which, like, so I need 186, or no, this one is 48 of these guys, which is going to take a second to calculate because it's a huge craft. I haven't set up this recipe. I haven't set up that recipe yet, so that'll do, hold on, advanced, base. Let me click a better example. So this one I'll need 186 of, for example. And I believe the only thing I'm short of is a little bit of white dwarf matter. Obviously, I need to craft a bunch of other stuff, which will require more white dwarf matter for the 3 different blocks. And then ruby dust. Now, the ruby dust, I did spend probably too long, and I still haven't figured it out. Somewhere in my system, I am exporting ruby dust, and I don't know where it is. I assume it has something to do with Energium, because ruby dust, if you look at it, can be mixed into Energium dust, or it can be electrolyzed into chrome. And I feel like there is a chance that I set this up, but for the life of me, I can't find the electrolyzer anywhere that I would have been doing that on. Like, I don't think it's, for example, this guy, because this one's doing, and there are a ton of just random electrolyzers around. So right now I'm trying to figure out where all my ruby dust is going. So I have had no luck. I've searched up and down, here and here, and I was like upgrading random stuff over here. But I will say, in general, for that, what I'm missing to craft those blocks is a lot better, because I did spend a lot of time today breeding just massive amounts of bees. Like you can see, these 274 are Lapitron bees, because we use a ton of Lapitron for all sorts of stuff, because no matter how far you go in these capacitors, it ultimately comes back to needing more Lapitron to be able to craft them. So you need a lot. You can see this is kind of backing up. It's not great. I only have 4,000. I think the max this thing will hold, but I've got 3.6 million over here, which is a lot better, because it was at 0 and couldn't keep up. So now I'm growing here. It's just a matter of, I need to figure out where the ruby dust is going, because I have no idea. For the life of me, it's not any of these electrolyzers over here. And as far as I can tell, it's nothing in the towers, nothing in this thing. So, but not too important right now. When I do figure it out, I'll try to remember to say it on the next video. Now, the only other thing I got done today, and this was right at the end of the day, so it really hasn't done much. So since I am draining power, I set up another plasma forge here. This one does not have the ability to be use on-demand crafting. This guy here is exclusively for space-time, and my general plan now is to, actually, how close is this guy? 46%. So still well away for convergence. So these two are making infinity. This one is space-time. This guy is hydrogen, which is for some reason not crafting. I wonder what I'm missing over here but this guy's not working. Quantum, that's surprising. I wonder why I'm missing that. It's probably not a level emitter thing, because I have seen this guy running today quite a bit. So something, or I wonder if it hit convergence and then ran through all my ingredients, which is a possibility, because this guy was getting close to convergence as well. But what I want to do is kind of I've been talking about this a few times, but I think I have a general idea of what I want to do to like keep throughput going. And I'm more worried about it now than before, because again, power going negative at the moment. If I, worst case, like, turn out the Eye of Harmonies and it would be fine, but I really don't want to do that. If anything, I want to use them more. But these guys, to really unlock their full potential, I really need to make sure I keep up with these 3 fluids. It would be nice to keep up with Nequata as well, the depleted stuff, but I don't think that one's as realistic. 'Cause, yeah, if we go to plot 6, yeah, I'm just realizing something. I'm pretty sure I never set up a fluid cell in the Nequata building for Nequata 6. Where is it? Over here. So I bet you there's some Nequata 6 just clogging up this output hatch. No? That's surprising. Nequata 4. Oh, you know what? I never did set up it. Nequata 6. In my head, I thought I did, but I also haven't grown in Nequata 5, and I'm definitely not using it, so that's, aside from a little bit down here, but that's interesting. Anywho, so what I was saying is there is a bunch of stuff that, I want to set up over there, and where I am currently at is over the weekend while I wasn't able to play, I did craft just tons of stuff. So you can see here, I've got 4 more plasma forges already crafted. I technically have 3 compact reactors, but right now the compact reactors are fully keeping up. So I've stopped like actually setting these up. I'll probably stop crafting these for a little while. They are so fast to craft now. If I ever, for some reason, am having a throughput issue here again, especially after setting these up, I could just craft a bunch of them real fast and be fine. I do want to get back to crafting quantum force transformers because the goal is to get 28, be fully set up over there, and never touch it again. That is my general plan for that. So 24 more to go of those. But yeah, I definitely gonna keep on crafting more of these because my idea will be a bunch of infinity ones, a bunch of space-time ones. I'm not as worried about hypogen, and just keep those ones on passive 100% of the time. No on-demand crafting for them. And then for my on-demand crafting ones, I need to, once I've fixed my power situation where it's going positive again and not going negative, and like a good amount positive, not like, I keep basically building up to E to the 20th power for power there, and then it will drop down to like it is right now. So I'm like burning tons of, it'll be all my on-demand ones. I'll start upgrading capacitors because these are all on UEV capacitors. Like, technically go UIV or UMV, really speed them up. So I don't think I need too many more on-demands. I think if I am going to do more on-demands, it'll be splitting up recipes so that so much stuff isn't bottlenecked through the same hatches. And it just is more appeasing to look at, more things being crafted at once versus, again, the bottleneck of like, oh, I'm got Shirobon crafting right now, so everything else is being blocked, or space-time, or what have you. But yeah, that's the general plan. There's probably my shortest like post-weekend one, especially with like extra day. There'll probably be not as many videos this week, I'd imagine. I think the rest of this week will probably be just as busy for me, so it's just going to be kind of messing around with the placement of these guys and then slowly working towards another Eye of Harmony. Once this next week or so has passed, we should be good. But I am happy with the progress we're making. It's just, like I said, it's just a little slower at the moment. But luckily, at the point in the game we're at, it is all big crafts, so it's not too much of a detriment that the timing of all the work being busy and all this stuff has gone to. So anyways, I'm going to mess around with some plasma forges tonight, and I will definitely have another video this week for sure. I just don't know. Like I said, I don't know how many. Anyways, I appreciate it for watching. Hope you had a good day and have a good night. Goodbye.